6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mon. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good... Completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Off the play fake, Mon. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Play action here. Mon.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. A give to Cook out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 1st quarter lead.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. On the return, it's Alex Erickson.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces.
Touchdown, Carolina! Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays, giving us a break? Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week though coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Nice play there by Brian Burns, chasing down a quarterback in the pocket. He had 16.5 sacks in his first 2 years in the league, including 9 in 2020.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Darnold now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Darnold. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Chuba Hubbard out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, this
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Mon. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group was not playing well at all here in the first half.
Escape and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Not much there, only a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Now Mond on the bootleg. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Mond now off of play action. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on second down. Mond. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game. And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Mond to the air on 1st and 10. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mond. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a ball.
And now here is another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Mond looks to throw on first down. And going right back to Westbrook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 44, Mond throwing the out route and complete. That's Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air, Mond. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mond going to throw it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. Taking a shot here for Marshall. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Darnold. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Tremble, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
7's a Mike. Mike 7. Watch the run.
Here's Mon. That'll be complete to Cook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones. On 1st down, here's Mon. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. To try again after the sack. Mon. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
43 yards now on the ground and just 7 carries. On first down, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. To throw is Darnold. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Mon looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. The open man is Westbrook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Mond out of the shotgun. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Touchdown! D.D. Westbrook. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Darnold. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Darnold to Marshall there. First down, Panthers. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now Mond. Complete. Smith has it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Finding Herndon here on the completion. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey,
His 6th touchdown of the season.
and the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
From the 10.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second down, here's Mond again. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Mike set.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense.